Hello and welcome to the Wolfchase Toyota Inside of the Memphis Tiger Network. I'm Jeff Privatal alongside Russ McNichol, our pitching coach and associate head coach of Tiger Baseball. And Coach, chance to talk about your pitching staff this year, and it's been kind of two different types of deal. Your starting pitching has been pretty outstanding this year, and just trying to find the right combo out of the bullpen.
Yeah, that's been the key. You know, early on we thought that we were going to have some quality starters. We finally had some power on the weekends to start games, and then when you lose Drew Hall and James Muse and Chris Durham, those are, and even Bailey Wimberly coming in as a freshman, those are guys that you're counting on, and so that kind of created some. It's kind of a revolving door at this point down there in the bullpen. You know, when you lose those type of arms, but in terms of the starting pitching, I'm pretty happy with that because again, you know, it's just kind of a development thing. You know, with John Bolin and Alex Hicks, and then Riley Cabral as a junior. So, been pleased with kind of where they've gone and how they've gotten some games under control for us.
Let's talk about that weekend rotation. Start off with Cabral and Hicks. We'll talk about Jonathan and a little. Cabral's done a pretty good job this year. Got thrown in that Friday night role, and then Hicks has kind of been anchoring your Sunday.
Yeah, it's been interesting because we didn't know. You know, Riley was he started some in junior college as an All-American, and he closed some. So we it was nice to have that kind of power arm to go on Friday night. But he's learned very quickly that this league is very, very good, and that he's going to have to try to do some other things other than just try to create contact. But and then Hicks is a guy that was in my first recruiting class, and I'm excited about his development and where he's going. And for him to be successful, he's got to be down. He's got to use a sink.
One of the guys we've really enjoyed watching the development of this year is Danny Dens from his freshman to his sophomore year. And really, probably if you go back to that Middle Tennessee game where he had that career high in strikeouts, really started to turn the corner. Now we see him when he gets in trouble, not like a freshman like last year, it doesn't compound so much on him. He's able to kind of grind through it.
Well, Danny's has the ability to strike guys out, but he also has the ability to kind of create some traffic on the bases for himself, which kind of creates some big innings that he's still trying to learn and try to move through that. And once he realizes that his stuff is good enough that he can get people out, he doesn't have to nibble. He'll be very successful, but he's made leaps and bounds of strides with where he was as a freshman to where he is now, and so guys don't hit him when he throws strikes.
And he's kind of become a fan favorite. He's got the goggles on his profile pic, wears the glasses on the mound. People kind of identify that Ricky Vaughn look from Major League, and he's becoming a fan favorite quickly.
Well, it's funny too because people think when you see that body type and you see him on the mound, you don't think that he has the power that he does. And like I said, he has the ability to strike guys out, and he's going to be fun to watch as he continues to grow through this program.
The guy we knew that was going to be good this year, Jonathan Bolin, he had one of those tough luck deals where he was giving you quality start after quality start, but he was racking up a lot of no decisions. It was great to see him finally get that win in the win column over the weekend.
I don't know who was happier, me or K-Rod, because again, that was one of those deals where, my 29 years of coaching, I've never seen a starter have such bad luck when it comes to just decisions, but the greatest thing about John is he's a team guy, and he's the first guy on the rail when he's out of the game. He's the first guy on the rail when he's not pitching, and but to see his development, he's a special kid. He's a special pitcher, and I'm just thankful I'm getting the opportunity to kind of watch him grow and be a part of hopefully a major league career in the future.
Yeah, he's going to have a pretty good time here in June once the draft comes around. It's hard to tell where anyone will go, which scout sees it, but I tell people when they ask about scouts and win-loss record, I go, they're not looking at the win-loss record. They see how he's throwing out there.
Yeah, when I was scouting for the Padres, they used to tell me to take that out of the mix. Just grade the tools, grade what you see, and that's what those guys are doing. And one thing that people don't realize with him is his makeup and how good that is. And I've coached some guys that have made it to the big leagues, and this kid, he's going to get to the big leagues, barring any injuries, and it'll be special to kind of watch him pitch in a big league stadium at one time. But we got 5 weekends left, so I'd like for him to get 5 more wins.
There you go, Coach. You got a challenging week, as every week is in the American and the non-conference. You started off with Mississippi State on a Wednesday night at AutoZone Park. Then you have a top 15 team in East Carolina who was in the top 10. They took a series loss over the weekend, but they may be the best pound-for-pound team in our league right now.
Yeah, and it's last week we had a 3-2 week, so that hopefully we can build off that momentum. We didn't end the week like we wanted to on Sunday against Baylor, but I told the team afterwards, I said, keep your head up, man. You guys just went 3-2 in a tough stretch here, but people don't realize, and I've talked to many people a lot, how good this conference is in terms of baseball. It's a hidden gem, and so every weekend is a war, and it's 5 weekends, and I tell our pitchers all the time, I want you to be better at the end than we were at the beginning, and so that's the challenge that's in front of our guys right now, and I think that they're ready for it, and it's nice to play this first weekend at home.
And like you said, you got 5 weekends to go. Still a lot of ground can be made up here.
That's right, and we talk about that all the time. One pitch at a time, one game at a time, one inning at a time, really for our group, and and that's the greatest thing about the team. Coach Rock's been that way the whole season. You couldn't tell if we were up 5 or down 5. It's just steady, and I feel like the team is ready for this next challenge.
All right, Coach. We'll see you at AutoZone Park and then back at FedEx Park.
Thanks, Jeff.
That is Associate Head Coach, Pitching Coach Russ McNichol. I'm Jeff Brightwell on the Wolfchase Toyota Insider on the Memphis Tiger Network.